Before the culture wars and the headlines, Sydney Sweeney was already making waves as Hollywood's rising star, captivating audiences and critics alike with her undeniable talent and magnetic screen presence. Born in Spokane, Washington, Sweeney's journey to stardom began at a young age, fueled by a relentless work ethic and a passion for storytelling that set her apart from her peers. She steadily built her career through a series of acclaimed TV roles, each performance more nuanced than the last. From gritty dramas to coming-of-age stories, Sweeney's versatility shone through, earning her respect within the industry and a growing fan base. Her breakout role as Cassie Howard in HBO's Euphoria catapulted her into the global spotlight. The raw vulnerability she brought to the character resonated with viewers, earning her an Emmy nomination and cementing her status as one of her generation's most promising talents. Sweeney's appeal is a unique blend of classic Hollywood glamour and down-to-earth relatability. She's hosted Saturday Night Live, starred in the romantic comedy Anyone But You, and even shares her love for restoring vintage cars with her millions of social media followers, revealing a side of herself that's both unexpected and endearing. Her public image is that of the girl next door who became a global celebrity, skillfully balancing the demands of stardom with a sense of authenticity that resonates with fans. Whether she's on set or out in public, Sweeney's approachable nature and genuine interactions have only fueled her popularity. She quickly became a Gen Z icon, shaping trends, collaborating with top fashion brands, and influencing the digital landscape. For years, she managed to stay largely apolitical, focusing on her craft and her connection with fans, until recent events changed everything. The recent controversy has thrust Sweeney from the world of entertainment into the heart of a heated political debate, sparking conversations about the role and responsibility of celebrities in a deeply polarized America. Suddenly, her every move is scrutinized, and her influence is being re-examined by both supporters and critics. For an actress once celebrated for her fictional drama, Sydney Sweeney now finds herself at the center of a very real and very public one, navigating the complexities of fame, influence, and identity in today's divided cultural landscape. The controversy began quietly. BuzzFeed News revealed Sydney Sweeney registered as a Republican in Florida, just one day after Trump's felony conviction. In Hollywood, where liberal leanings are the norm, this was explosive. The timing fueled speculation. Was this a silent show of support for Trump or just coincidence? Critics saw it as a defiant political statement. Supporters called it brave, a sign of a conservative shift in Hollywood. Social media erupted, recasting Sweeney as a political actor, not just a celebrity. For the right, she became a symbol of resistance to industry groupthink. For the left, her registration was a public alignment with a party at the center of national controversy. A simple voter registration became a powerful, polarizing symbol. As news of her political registration spread, another storm hit, this time over her American Eagle denim campaign. The ad's pun, "Sydney Sweeney has great genes," played on her looks and genetics, with Sweeney joking, "My genes are blue." Meant as lighthearted marketing, the focus on her blonde hair and blue eyes took on new meaning in the political climate. Critics argued the ad's emphasis on inherited traits echoed eugenics and racial purity, especially after her Republican registration. What was intended as a clever pun was now seen as a coded message, a dog whistle to the far right. The campaign, once a branding win, became a cultural liability overnight. Sweeney's image was now inseparable from the political firestorm. Social media exploded with accusations. Within hours, hashtags trended and timelines filled with heated takes. The ad, which might have once slipped by with little notice, was now at the center of a digital firestorm. People from all walks of life, from casual viewers to political commentators, weighed in with their own interpretations and outrage. TikTok and X users dissected the ad, calling it full of racist and fascist dog whistles. Influencers posted reaction videos, some breaking down the ad frame by frame, highlighting what they saw as coded language and imagery. Comment sections became battlegrounds, with users debating the intent behind every detail. Viral videos and memes claimed the jeans pun promoted Aryan ideals, linking Sweeney's looks to white nationalist imagery. Some memes mocked the controversy, while others amplified it, spreading the narrative to millions more. The internet's ability to remix and reframe content only fueled the debate. Academics weighed in, with some calling the campaign's messaging MAGA-friendly and aligned with eugenics. Media scholars appeared on podcasts and news panels, dissecting the ad's subtext and its potential impact on public attitudes. The conversation quickly moved beyond the ad itself, touching on broader issues of representation and coded messaging in advertising. The narrative solidified. Sweeney, a new Republican, was now the face of a campaign accused of celebrating genetic purity. Her image, once associated with Hollywood glamour, became a lightning rod for political debate. News outlets ran segments connecting her to the broader culture war, and her every move was scrutinized for hidden meaning. Attempts to defend the ad as innocent were drowned out by outrage. Supporters who tried to offer alternative readings were often met with hostility or dismissed as complicit. The volume of criticism made it nearly impossible for any other perspective to gain traction. The controversy became a case study in how quickly online discourse can escalate and shape public perception. News cycles fed off the viral momentum, and the story grew bigger with each passing hour. What started as a single ad had now become a national flashpoint, dissected by pundits and ordinary people alike. Sweeney's features, once just part of her brand, were now Exhibit A in a national debate. Her appearance, previously celebrated in fashion magazines, was reinterpreted through a political lens. Every photo, every past role, was re-examined for signs of hidden meaning or intent. For many, the ad was proof of mainstream culture laundering extremist ideas. Op-eds and think pieces argued that such messaging was no longer confined to the fringes, but was now being normalized through celebrity endorsements and viral marketing. The firestorm left little room for nuance or alternative interpretations. In the rush to assign blame and take sides, the possibility of a more complex or innocent explanation was lost. The episode became a stark reminder of how quickly public opinion can harden, and how, in the digital age, a single ad can ignite a cultural reckoning. As the backlash against the controversial ad reached a fever pitch, top Republican leaders wasted no time stepping into the fray. They rallied around Sweeney, painting her as the latest victim of what they described as cancel culture run amok. Their message was clear. The outrage wasn't just about a commercial, but about a broader assault on conservative voices and values. At rallies and press conferences, GOP figures decried what they saw as an orchestrated attempt to silence dissent and punish those who didn't conform to progressive orthodoxy. White House Communications Director Stephen Chung took the podium, brushing off the accusations as nothing more than warped liberal thinking. He argued that the controversy was being blown out of proportion by political opponents eager to score points, and insisted that the administration stood firmly behind Sweeney's right to express herself. Vice President jdvance and Senator Ted Cruz, both known for their combative style, openly mocked the idea that a simple jeans advertisement could be interpreted as Nazi propaganda. They joked about the absurdity of the claims, using humor to deflect criticism and energize their base. Their comments quickly went viral, fueling debates on social media and cable news. With high-profile support, the controversy exploded into a full-blown national political issue. Sweeney was no longer just an actress in an ad. She became a symbol in a larger battle over free speech, artistic expression, and the boundaries of political correctness. News outlets across the spectrum weighed in, framing the debate as a referendum on the state of American discourse. For conservatives, defending Sweeney was both a matter of principle and a calculated political move. By standing with her, they sent a message to their supporters that they would not back down in the face of what they saw as left-wing intimidation. It was also a chance to welcome a new ally into their ranks and score valuable points in the ongoing culture war. Critics, however, saw the swift and coordinated defense as further evidence that the ad was never just about fashion. To them, the political undertones were obvious, and the response from the right only deepened their suspicions about the motives behind the campaign. The debate quickly transcended denim and advertising, morphing into a proxy war between two deeply divided Americas. Each side saw the controversy as proof of their own grievances, and neither was willing to back down. At the heart of it all stood Sydney Sweeney, whether she wanted the spotlight or not. Surrounded by cameras and questions, she became the unlikely face of a national debate, her every move scrutinized by supporters and critics alike. As the controversy escalated, the lines were drawn more sharply than ever, and the stakes for both sides had never been higher. Under fire, American Eagle issued a statement. Sydney Sweeney Has Great Jeans is about denim, her jeans, her story. The brand emphasized inclusivity, adding, Great jeans look good on everyone. Their goal: steer the conversation back to fashion, not ideology. Despite the uproar, American Eagle's stock rose 4%, proof that controversy can boost business. The company refused to pull the ads or apologize, signaling it wouldn't bow to social media pressure. Their crisis management was classic defend, clarify, and reaffirm values. For now, American Eagle weathered the storm, but the long-term impact remains to be seen. The brand's message back to selling clothes, not fighting culture wars. This wasn't Sweeney's first brush with political controversy. In 2022, she faced backlash after sharing photos from her mom's 60th birthday, where guests wore Make 60 Great Again hats and pro-police shirts. Critics accused her family of Trump support. Sweeney insisted it was just a party, not a political statement. She urged people to stop making assumptions and separate private life from public politics. The incident set a precedent. Her family's perceived leanings became part of her public narrative. For critics, it was early evidence of conservative ties. For supporters, proof she was unfairly targeted. Both episodes show the pressure on celebrities to maintain a politically correct image. In the digital age, private moments can become public spectacles overnight. Unlike in 2022, Sweeney's response to the 2025 firestorm has been silence. She's made no public statements about her Republican registration or the American Eagle backlash. Her social media and representatives have stayed quiet, a clear shift from her earlier approach. This silence is strategic, avoiding further escalation but leaving a vacuum filled by speculation. Critics see it as guilt or cowardice. Supporters call it dignified restraint. Her silence lets others define the narrative, for better or worse. Sweeney remains a blank slate, a symbol onto which both sides project their hopes and fears. In a divided America, sometimes saying nothing says everything. The Sydney Sweeney controversy is more than a celebrity scandal. It's a snapshot of America's culture wars. It shows how fame, commerce, and politics are now inseparable, and how even a denim ad can become a political battleground. Sweeney's story highlights how personal choices and brand partnerships are scrutinized for hidden meaning. For the right, she's a symbol of a conservative shift in Hollywood. For the left, a warning about mainstreaming harmful ideas. The debate reveals deep distrust and shrinking common ground. Brands and celebrities are forced to navigate a landscape where every move is politicized. The conversation is no longer just about Sweeney. It's about the country itself. In today's America, even a pair of jeans can spark a national reckoning.